What's up, everybody? What's up? It's one of those nights. It's one of those nights. Welcome to the live stream. Where is Q? What's up, everybody? What's up? I got my tinfoil hat on tonight. Let's bunker down. Does everybody have their tinfoil hat on? Put it on tightly tonight. Where is Q? Where is Q? Can I get a 10 by 10 in the chat? I think you can hear me. If you can't hear me, well, maybe I need more tinfoil. I don't know. I want to say that Q started out like this. Open your eyes. The online post began, claiming many in our government worship Satan. That warning was published on a freewheeling online message board in October 2017. It was the beginning of a movement by the name of QAnon. Now, I think many people have overlooked this. Paul Ferber was really the first apostle or the first crusader, right, for QAnon. The outlandish claim made perfect sense to Mr. Ferber. He was a South African software developer and tech journalist, and he was fascinated with American politics and conspiracy theories. So, the interesting thing to me is there was a lot of interviews done. And this article that I'm bringing to you tonight, just one of them, we're going to be talking about some of the drops too. We got to talk about some of the drops, but it's very interesting to me that Paul was kind of overlooked. People didn't really look at him as that maybe he could be Q, right? But he was still clinging on to another conspiracy that we many of us know by the name of pepperoni pizza. So they debunked that online lie, supposedly. You be the judge on that one. How many of you think that the pepperoni pizza was probably true? I've heard and seen many videos and many strange things over the years. And I don't know. I don't know if I can say that the pepperoni pizza was fake, false, or conspiracy. But what I will say is that they were talking about the thing that, well, I heard that there was a movie that just came out, and I heard that movie really got shut down. And I heard also that that movie had some very, very interesting topics in it. Ah, thank you. We are in the last days. Now, many people think that Q could be just the biggest conspiracy ever, right? But when you really look at things about Q, they're saying that it was an alleged CIA scheme to manipulate the news media. And he might be your uncle. He's not my uncle, but he might be your uncle, number Uncle T. Uncle T may be your uncle, or maybe he's your daddy. I don't know. But there was a lot of things that he said during his presidency that can make you wonder really who is Q. How many of you in the chat believe that Q is a real person? Hit a one. Or how many of you in the chat think that Q is a group of people that are doing things to put out information from the government that the government doesn't want us to know? Now, hit a two if you believe that one. Because honestly, I think that there's a large group of people. I've never really been majorly into Q, but I've always looked at Q and then compared it to what's going on today in the world today. Oh, look at all the twos. So I think that the saying that Q often says is where we go one, we go all, is basically a movement of people, right? Oh, no, I don't. Well, I, well, I don't think that that's quite right. How many of you have your tinfoil hat on nice and snug tonight? Because I made me a special one. Yeah. Q is a psychop. Well, and there's parts of it that make you really wonder, right? It really does make you wonder. But I want to say this. Okay, so there was this Operation Mockingbird, right? An alleged CIA scheme to manipulate the news media that was also intermingled with Q. And as the stream of messages mostly signed only Q, they grew into this sprawling, huge conspiracy. And then on January 6th, which happens to be my birthday, something strange happened at the White House. And there was this guy with a buffalo hat on. It wasn't me, even though I have one. It was not me. And then there was all these different things that happened, right? So I do want to say this. The New York Times put out this article that there was two teams of for Senate. How do you say it? Dragonflies. What's the word? Huh? What's what's the word? Where you get fingerprints and you detail and you wanted to be one of them and yeah, well, similar to CSI, something like that, right? So, anyway, they said they found fingerprints. Well, and they actually said that Ferber was the first online commentator to call attention to the earliest message. He actually played the lead role in writing them, is what they're saying. Then there was Sluice, and they were hunting for the writer behind Q, and they overlooked Mr. Feuerbach, and they focused their speculation on another QAnon booster. His name is Ron Watkins, who operated a website where the Q messages began appearing in 2018. Now, does anybody know who Ron Watkins is? Ron Watkins was running for Congress in Arizona, and the scientists say that they found evidence to back up the suspicions as well that Mr. Watkins had to taken over Mr. Fuber at the beginning of 2018. Both of them knowingly and still to this day deny it. They deny it. They deny that they had anything to do with Q. Oh, yeah, yes, there was a bag of white substancy powder at the White House, but they can identify everybody from my birthday, right? January 6th. They can identify everybody from my birthday, but they couldn't figure out who that belonged to. Well, isn't that interesting? Oh, there was multiple bags and some pot. Not pine needles, just pot. Well, that's interesting too. Um, arm. You need me to get my armadillo hat. Okay, I'll change it. I'll change out my hat in a little bit. So let's go ahead and pull this up. Now, let's go down the rabbit hole. I think that when we look at things, and I'm like, I'm kind of a little like, whoa, like, wow, like, what happened here and why? And then I'm disappear, and then I'm really teeny weeny down here in the corner. Well, let me come back up here on the, okay, hold on. I'm, okay. Can it just calm down a minute? Dang, shit. Okay, anyway. So these Q drops come out, right? And all these drops come out. And well, and there's a guy on YouTube and he calls himself Drop, but he pretends he knows a lot of stuff. Well, he knows everything about everything actually. But it's been 7 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, 22 hours and 3 minutes since Q has posted. If you wanted to know the exact the exact hours and times and all that good stuff. But I will say this about Q. Who is coded in your DNA? Who put it there? Why? Mankind is repressed. We will be repressed no more. Information is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Information is power. How do you protect your DNA? There is a war for your DNA. Protect your DNA? Q. Oh, isn't that interesting? It makes you wonder. It makes you just kind of wonder. Q is in the bunker. Well, I don't know. He's been hiding since November. Jeez Louise. Why is Q hiding since November? Uh-oh, here we go again. Oh my gosh, dang son of a gun. Why does it do this to me? I'm real eeny teeny weeny bitty down here. Can I come back up on the screen? Gosh dang. Okay. Oh, oh, hey, no. Oh, no. Over there. Come on. Come on. Oh, there I am. So you have to ask yourself, why all of a sudden did Q drop in November? What was going on in November? Oh, Roe versus Wade. So was it just to ag people on? Now, I don't know, folks, about the Q thing. I don't know a lot about the Q thing, but I do know that there's been a lot of drops over the years. Um, uh, I mean, bombarded, bombarded. And then when you look at some of the stuff, some of it matches up with things that are going on. So then it makes you wonder, did this really occur? Who is this Q? I'd like you to put in the chat right now. Who do you think Q is? Is it your Uncle T? Is it your Daddy O? Is it Daddy T? Now, if you think it's Daddy T, go ahead and hit a 1. But if you have a different idea of who you think Q is, that's what this is all about tonight. OTWP isn't Q. What now? I'm just lost. Well, Kentucky Survival, no, I'm not Q. I can't give my real identity about Q here on this Q Live because if I did, well then it could be big trouble. Now see, now welcome to the chat, Marissa Lav 143. Welcome. Now I think that you might be onto something, but I think it's Baron. I think it's the son. I think that he's old enough, he learned enough, he heard a lot, and he's computer savvy. Trump. Oh, number 45. Number 45, your daddy T. Okay, Josh. Cherie. Oh. Oh, so right now we're probably being infiltrated. Well, come on in the chat. We're infiltrated every day. We're hacked in every way. So come on in. Join the party. Let's talk about you. Um, Someone who has passed away. Milk and honey. Now that's weird. Barry. Hey, 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 everyone. I hope you're enjoying the show. Much love to everyone. Thank you, sir, very, very, very much for that. Nice. Nope. Dreaded Seeker said it's not. Now, Dreaded Seeker, she goes down a lot of rabbit holes, and we have to call out a 2247, and we have to reel her in. We throw out the lasso and the ropes, and she climbs back up. Dreaded Seeker, tell who you think it is. Tell. Now, in a little bit, too, if you have time, go make you a tinfoil hat, grab a thing of aluminum foil, make your tinfoil hat. We're going to have a contest on this live stream, and you might win something. So you got to come up and show off your tinfoil hat, and I hope some of you will do it. Okay, I'm retired military, and then from a law enforcement agency, they have my DNA. Oh, whoa, whoa. Susan, drop it like it's hot. Drop that info. Oh, oh, eh, oh, whoa. Okay, nope. Oh, just outside the inner circle, a traitor in the midst, like a spy, like a 007, Rick. Rick, we got a 007. Not him, but he knows who it is. Oh, oh, shit. Okay. Oh, there you go. It, there you go. That's what happened. It's the Putin. Is there a whole bunch of them, clones and all that kind of stuff? I'm just asking. Scruffy, what happened? I don't know, Scruffy. What happened? Tell us. I seriously think it isn't number 45, LOL. I also think it's not all what these followers of the Q think. Scruffy, I think you might be right. But also, you got to look at the situation. You got to look at some of the drops and go, why would they write this? And how would they know? But I also see a lot of times that with the Q droppy drops, right? That did somebody just drop something like it's hot? Who did what? Where? Why? A remaining remnant, I'm gonna kick your ass. Remaining remnant, knock your shit off in the chat now, damn it. Okay, now I want to say this. So here's another one. Now I don't know if you'll be able to see me moving this cursor down, if we can all see it or not. But let's go back. Let's scroll back. Okay, before November, man, there's a whole bunch of them in November. What groups are financing Ukraine? Why are they financing Ukraine? Why was he in Ukraine? What did Pop threaten to withhold from Ukraine? $1 billion? Who benefits? What did Pop receive in return? Why is little Sun Sun not in jail? Think. Blackmail, bribes, extortion, threats. How do you control a leader? How do you control a country? Are you ready to take back control? Your vote matters. You have all the tools you need. Q. Okay, let me go on to let's scroll back. Let's scroll back. Throw us a bone, Q. We've all been waiting for what seemed like an eternity. What's going on? That was in June. It had to be done this way. Q. Okay, okay, and then it has the IDs, right? Shall we play a game? Nothing can stop what's coming. NC SWIC. Who stepped down today? More coming. Why is this relevant? How do you show the public the truth? How do you safeguard U.S. elections? Post POTUS. How do you remove foreign interference and corruption? Hmm. Whoa, it just gets Oh, and then there's a flag, and then there's a flag on a hill, but then you have to go and you have to look. Why is the flag on the hill, and what does it have to do with what, and who did it? That is the question. Who really did it, and why? I think that as we look at the drops, honestly, we have to step back and put our tinfoil hats on, adjust them properly, right? Adjust them. Hey, bougie, adjust those tinfoil hats properly because we have to make sure there's no interference. But if you really think about the Q drops, right, it's very interesting how some of the things that are being said are said ahead of time and then they occur. How many of you have paid attention to some of the drops and seen that they actually happened? Hit a one if you've paid attention and you've gotten into the Q drops a little bit and you go, whoa, this really did occur. So, why and who is Q? I think that honestly, that there's an army. And I think that that army is not necessarily all military. I think it's an army of people. I think that I'm very open minded to a lot of different things. And I think that a lot of times we have to look around and say, okay, there has to be something to this because they don't stop, right? And they don't stop with them. Now, Josh is saying that number 45 is Q. I don't know. I don't know if I can agree with that. I think he's highly involved in it, but who else is involved? How many of them are there? And how many people put this information together? See, there's so many questions. And Josh, I would agree with that wholeheartedly because there is a lot of digital soldiers, and digital soldiers get marked as Q no matter what kind of truth they're seeking. You know, once upon a time, I had a channel with 13,000 people and over a million views. What happened to it? I spoke too loudly and got a smackdown. Once upon a time, we had OTWP TV news, and well, I stood up for children. And now we know that that's not something you can do on YouTube because if you stand up for children on YouTube, well, you'll get the smackdown too. Hello, Harvest Mary Moon. Nice to see you tonight. Glad you're here. It sure isn't sleepy, sleepy. I don't think he could tie his own shoe, honestly. There's so many things wrong with the current establishment. I did talk to an interesting lady that's very involved in politics, and she is not a YouTuber. She's not on YouTube in any way, shape, or form. This lady worked with senators and congressmen out of Arizona. And what she told me was very interesting because she got out of politics and she said that it was due to she goes, I said, what do you think? Why do you think that they're always sitting on their hands? Everybody be quiet because like they can't hear us right now. Everybody come in close, closer, closer. Come in a little closer so that they can't hear us, right? So this is what she said. She said, do you think there possibly could be some human trafficking involved in this situation? And I said, go figure. All right. Go figure. Could they be holding blackmail against these people? Could they be manipulating people in the government with blackmail? Who would ever blackmail somebody in the government? And we all know that they pointed the fingers at number 45. Well, number 45 might be your daddy. He might be your daddy. He's not my daddy, but he might be your daddy because I don't believe in the Republicans or the Democrats because I think they're all, well, they're all, yeah. Yes, they do. They do like the children. And why do so many children go missing is the other question. And why this new movie that just came out? Oh, this is now this we got to talk about a minute. Why is it the new movie that just came out? They're taking every single interview that he ever did, they're taking it off the tube. Whoa, that's some heavy bullshit right there. Can you say censorship? And no, guess what, folks? I haven't been in the pine needles tonight. I just thought this would be kind of a interesting topic to talk about. I've given up the pine needles for the next day or two. Oh, no, it's Friday night. Shit, grab the pine needles. Somebody grab the pine needles. Dragonflies, Dragonflies, get me the pine needles, please. Now, oh, I would believe that it is. Great question. I believe it is because if you look at the scientific information, now I'm not always such a goofball, right? Only on a daily basis. Well, anyway, um, I want to say, wait till you find out who he is. You, you will trip out, man. Like doing some acid or shrooms or something like that. Tripping. Whoa, dude. Josh, you're heavy, heavy. But I do believe that there's scientific information that leads way, way, way back, centuries to what you posted right there. Now hold on. This just made me feel really oh I oh, oh well okay, I'm over here by your question now. Hold on. Nope. Nope. I left. Okay, now I'm tiny again. So I wanted to be right above your question. Yes, I believe that there is, and I believe that it's real. How many of you in the chat believe it's real? Hit a one. Because this is some fascinating stuff. Well, and that's okay. I don't care if you like the guy, Dreaded. We already talked about this. I already went off about that shit, right? I don't care about the guy. I care about the children, just like you do, Dreaded. And there's some funny stuff about him too. But there's funny stuff about you probably too, Dreaded Seeker. There's probably some funny shit about me too out there. My bougie, you're very welcome and you do so much as well. What's going on in the chat that I don't see? Cindy B, what's up? Carol, wow, Scan family, hope you get better soon. Uh-oh, Scan, I hope you're all right. So there's a lot of weird and strange and unusual things. And I think that, one thing that we have to step back and look at, and this is honest. So we take the internet, and if we didn't have the internet, we wouldn't know none of this shit. We wouldn't know none of it. All this stuff. Okay, is there really tunnels under the White House? Oh, you're coming off. I believe so. They're called DUMBs, deep underground military bases. And I believe that they're everywhere. I've seen maps of them. I do believe that they're real. How many of you in the woo, who are you? Where did you come from? I'm glad you're here. How many of you in the chat believe that there's DUMBs? Hit a one. Because I personally believe that there's tunnels everywhere. I also believe some of those tunnels have been flooded. I have believed some of those tunnels have been blocked, and I believe some of them don't tell YouTube, but I believe some of them have been blown up. So, but why? Well, one, there might be some reptilians down there, maybe little gray people. And also, there, Mary, quite. Hello, I can't even get it out tonight. And I haven't, maybe that's my problem. I need to smoke the pine needles. Hold on, folks. Hold on a dang minute. Hold on. Hold on. I got to grab them. Everybody needs a pine needle. If you don't have a pine needle, you'll never know what the experience is like until you try it. Now, you always need to try pine needles because pine needles just make you feel so much better. Pine needles are the way of the future. So hold on. Mm. Alrighty. Back to the chat. Sorry, I just need a little pine needles, and I got this new tea. It's the new pine needle tea. It's dark blend. Sells for $19.99 for a pound of it. You might need to reach out to me if you need some pine needles. I've heard that there's a tunnel from North Carolina to California. Whoa, that's a long journey. So what are they doing under there? But hold on. Now, I will say this, like, I'm from Colorado. There's a lot of potheads out there, but I don't live in Colorado anymore. I live in the forest so that I can smoke pine needles on a daily basis. That's really why I moved out here. I just wanted to let everybody in the chat know that. But anyway, back to the show. Um, I believe that there is a lot of tunnels. And when I was in Denver, there's something really strange going on at the airport, at that new DIA airport. And I'll let you in on this if you've never seen it. There's like these weird art on the wall, and then you go down underground and you ride on this subway type thing, right? And as you're riding along, there's like these spinning silver things in the tunnels, and it's kind of eerie down there. It's kind of eerie. How do you find ley lines on a map? You need a Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Woo, we are. Well, would you like to come on up and just spread a little knowledge? We do that sometimes. We'll have you up. Usually on Friday nights, we have the Late Night Preppers Club. Bougie, Google our lawsuit in Utah. Interesting stuff. Now, Dreaded Seeker, you're not in Utah. What are you talking about? Did you move? Dreaded Seeker, I thought you'd never leave me. Dreaded Seeker, why'd you leave me? It has been a year after Georgia Guidestones got blown up. I haven't seen anything more about that. I wonder if the Georgia Guidestones will be rebuilt. Hell no, they won't. No, they won't be rebuilt. If y'all remember on the other channel, I did a video. I did several videos that day. I was like, whoa, the Georgia Guidestones were there for so long, right? They were there for like what since the late 70s, I believe 77, 78. The Georgia Guidestones were paid for in cash. When the guy went in, and they think it's Turner, right, that's involved in the Guidestones. But let me say this: when he went in there to the monument company to get these big granite marble slabs made, right? I don't know if it was granite or marble. It was expensive. The guy didn't want to do it, right? He did not want to make them. So this is what happened, Carmen. The guy actually put out his own little statement about the Georgia Guidestones. He said he felt very uncomfortable about doing it. So he told the guy, I want it's this much. He charged him like 2.5 times the price. The guy said, that's just perfectly fine. I'll pay you cash. And the guy also said, this will be done anonymously. Then the interesting part about the Georgia Guidestone on top of it is the Georgia Guidestones were they were there was cameras up, there was all these things up right about them, and the Georgia Guidestones were taken care of by the county. I tried to because I used to be a loan officer, believe it or not. So I tried to go into the tax records, which is public information. For some reason, that little county in Georgia, they don't belong to the state website and they don't disclose the information. Isn't that interesting? And y'all might remember I did a video about that. But I'll tell you what. Oh, hold on. Mm. Now that's just downright good. That is some mango peach with the little pine needle twist with a little sugar added, and then minus the. Well, anyway, okay. I think Zorro's had them built. Hmm. Well, from what I understand, and what I did the research on, I could not find who owned them, and I thought that was really interesting. But then, if you think about the Georgia Guidestones, Carmen, and when they went down, what was everybody talking about? CERN. Mm. Well, did they all go hand in hand? Did they meet the criteria on the Georgia Guidestones, and that's why they got blasted? But the really interesting thing is over all the years of the Georgia Guidestones, they always people beat them up. They freaking took out chips in them. They threw paint on them. They pissed on them. I mean, they did everything to the Georgia Guidestones, vandalized them, spray paint, everything, right? Um, Thanks for being here, LAE. But they did so much, right, to the Georgia Guidestones. And the interesting thing is when that situation happened, it was only one slab or one pillar, however you want to look at it, that really got damaged. But the next morning, boom, the FBI and the bulldozers were in there, bam, taking them down, taking all of them down. They didn't even investigate who did it. We watched the video. We seen that it didn't come inward. It came, it went a different direction from a totally different side of the street. We looked at it at all different angles, if you remember that. Yes, I believe so. I believe so. Yeah, yeah, Cherie, I agree, man. I agree with you. I agree with you, ma'am. I mean, like, honestly, Cherie, so many things have occurred this year and last year when those went down. What was it like the beginning of the year or something? But it did. It started a domino effect, and everybody was like blowing up CERN, CERN, CERN. And then the thing is right after that, so many things started occurring. And that makes you really wonder, like, how are they all interconnected? Or is and the other thing that I want to bring up that a lot of people don't know, when they had the Georgia Guidestones, they hit a time capsule. When they pulled out the time capsule, it was full of cigarettes and Playboys, right? But the other interesting thing is when they had like the kind of like a ribbon cutting for the Georgia Guidestones, there was so many government officials there. And that makes you wonder too. There's a lot of weird things that happen, and there's a lot of strange things that we're able to find out because of the internet. But you have to dig around a little deeper than the first thing you see. Because I want to say this that, if you just look at the very first thing, you're probably being misled. It's just like when I do the news. You all know I don't do the news on a daily basis because all I would be doing is feeding you propaganda. That could be one of the easiest shows I could ever do is just to come on here and give you the morning news, but that's just not who I am. I enjoy doing the news, but I like going down the rabbit holes and finding information that's a little off the beaten path because whenever they're trying to get us to look one way, we need to look the other. And that's the truth. If they're trying to get us to look to the north or the south, there's something else going on. It's just like with the movie Dreaded Seeker. Are you still here? I believe that the movie was a big distraction against the real problem, and the real problem is against children. And I think that we all have to stand up. You all know how I feel about that, losing my sister to human trafficking. I have a very strong stance on that. I hope that you all, keep looking deeper. Who is Q? I don't know. Will we ever find out who Q is? Hell, I don't know. But what the interesting thing is if you look at the drops and you compare them to what's going on in the world, sometimes they really line up side by side. And that's very interesting to me. And also a little troublesome because I wish that Q, whoever you are, Q, if you listen to this today, or maybe you're here in the chat right now and you just don't, you're not saying nothing. Q, we would love to know who you are. Q, I think it's time that you come forward and either say, this is who I am, and this is what I'm doing, and this is why I'm doing it, and quit making people chase their tails all the time. And that could be very interesting. Um, wouldn't that be something if Q stood for quantum AI? Ooh, yep. Well, no, it's not. It's definitely not, Dreaded Seeker, I know that. Uh, honestly, the Underground Railroad, whatever it's called, the OUR, is not getting money from the movie, from what I understand and from what I've read. They're getting money from donations at the end of it, and they have a screen that pops up at the end of the movie. So I don't know, folks. The thing is, we got to have the tinfoil hat contest. Who's in? Hit a one if you're coming up to show off your tinfoil hat. So maybe you could win something tonight. Hey, oh, she's a wildflower. You're coming in late. We know you got things going on. We know you have some things going on. Oh, shitola. Everybody, welcome Raven to the chat. Raven, so wonderful to see you. We're glad you're here. All right, if you'd like to come up and show off your tinfoil hat to win a gift tonight, hit a one if you're coming up. Okay, I'm dropping the link, and let's see who's brave enough to come up and show their hat. You never know what you could win. Oh, okay. You see a couple. All right, there's the link. You do have to show your face, and we got to see your face anyway to see your hat. Come on. All right, there's the link. If you have your tinfoil hat on, come on up, and we'll see who wins tonight. It's hat versus hat for the best tinfoil hat. Now this one's calm for me. This is just, this is calm. Anybody coming up, or was I too late? Remaining remnant, come on, jump on up here with your tinfoil hat on. You might win a prize tonight. Yeah, you're already in trouble. You might as well get your ass up here. Did I see? Oh, Amber Z's up in the house. What's up, Amber? Where's your tinfoil hat? You can't come up in here unless you have your tinfoil freaking hat on, Amber. Shit. Okay. Who's coming up? You don't have one. Oh, you bunch of. Okay, we'll have this contest next Friday. I know she said that she had one. She's full of shit. Go figure, right? Go figure. Go figure that Remaining Remnant is full of shit. Who believes that Remaining Remnant is really literally full of shit? That she's just a bullshitter with all get out. You just saw this. Well, Amber, we've missed you. We have missed you, Amber Z. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Every Friday night we have the Late Night Preppers Club, and it's just something to do, hang out, have fun, and talk about some. Well, tonight we were just talking about Q. Where are you? So Josh is running to make his hat. Okay, hurry, Josh. Get your hat on, man. Anybody else? They have been boring under rivers since the mid 1800s. They come a long way since then. No shit, Raven. Oh, I mean Raven. uh, who thinks I'm a sweetie? Hit a one. I call total bullshit on that right there, remaining remnant. Glad to see you. She's a wildflower. Carol. Carol, you're a member again. Thank you for being a member again. Tamra's a member. The remaining remnant's a member. Kentucky Survival 76 is a member. And you got your pizza box on, but you'll just watch. Okay, well that's okay, Brandy. Nice to see you, Brandy. F. Okay, thank you. I was gonna have to pay someone. So above and so below. Raven, drop something on him. Drop something on the chat, Raven. What do you think about the Q movement, and who do you think Q is? Oh shit! Here he comes. He's got his. Does he have his hat on? I can't see him. I can't. Oh, come on. Get up here.
I had my hat. I had to damn get something else together. And look, man, I didn't buy into Q neither, and I never
What's
really
up,
looked
Josh?
into
What's
crop.
up, man?
I went straight to the bakers, the people with the information, the people with the PDF files, and started breaking down files and looking up information because I don't like a bunch of shit. I like facts. So when I tell
Yeah, and
you,
there is some. Well, when
if
you
you
go to the
dig into
PDF, there's a
Q,
lot of
you'll
cool
find
stuff.
out more. If you dig into it, you'll find more than you ever even imagined. Everything is a that you think is a coincidence is not. Everything adds up to 17 or 7 or 777 or 22 or
Okay, so
21.
so here. Okay, here's a question for you,
It's
Josh.
all
I know.
mathematically
Hold on. Hold
impossible.
on. Hold on. I know you're going to go deep down this rabbit hole, but here we go. And we got a few minutes. I'm just going to ask you the question and you let it rip. So me and Dragonflies were having a question. We were having just a conversation tonight, right? And so many people are worried about the CBDC, the Fed now, right? So let me ask you this: do you think biblically, right, that people are misinterpreting the mark of the beast?
Yeah.
Oh, see.
I think if we ain't real careful, we'll be done consumed it in food and, you know, willingly went and took it and not thinking about what we're doing. And what I've heard is the first one free, it's on the house. It's them boosters and the second and the rest that are, hey, you signed up for this. You know what I mean? I
Right.
look for a lot of things to change. I look at things logically, man. That it's not going to keep going the way it's going. And listening to Trump and listening to what, and I ain't found but a couple of really educated people on the whole Q drops and all that good mess. Um,
Because there's a
it,
lot to it. There is a lot to it. But
yeah,
I'm very open-minded when it comes to the
there's actually a
conspiracies, what's fact, what's truth, and I search them out and I think that it's always good to open communications with the chat so that we can talk about different things. You know what I mean,
okay.
Josh?
Check it
Like
out,
without
man.
talking about it, how are we going to get anywhere?
Okay, look, there's a Q map, and the Q map is literally a harmonic reactor, which is free energy. It's all kind of laid out in a big map looking, and it goes from family to family. The 13 Tahitian families are who we are fighting against. That is who the basic as the Nazi Jews are. It all runs deep, man. The Masons run the country, run the government, run the police.
Right.
It's
Well,
all
we
organized.
talked
It's
about that. I mean,
organized crime to its max, man. and the only
Well,
way
and
to
see,
stop
like
it is from the top down.
the thing about the Freemasons that, like, I thought was really interesting is what personally happened to me at that auction. I got one of their books. It was not it was not like a book like this, that I can just go buy, right? Like this one,
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah. I know
101.
exactly
It
what
wasn't
book.
like that. It was one of their
No,
old books. I got their
yeah,
apron. I got this sash that went across. And when I got that, we had that sale. And as soon as we had that sale, those people came and they went straight to all of that. And they said, this isn't supposed to be out in public. And they were like, "What do you want for it?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know, and I kind of hem-hawed around, but I'll tell you what, they really would not leave until I sold it to them. They were that
they
determined.
wouldn't
And
plan.
that happened in Alabama, and it kind of
Mhm.
freaked me out because I was like, "Who are these creepers?" And how did they know like that I had it at that cell? We didn't publish that we had it at the cell. And when they came in, I mean, they were straight to it, like they knew exactly where it was at. And it was on a shelf with hundreds of books.
See, okay,
And
what it is that's the 1% of knowledge they use against us. That they go to read rituals. When you're a 33-degree Mason, you bring a sacrifice every year. They don't mess around. Okay, when you go to talking about what I talk about, who comes after you, it would be the Ejaz and the Shriners. It's the other off branch. They go do
mm,
the muscle work. These people here, all it took was one Mason walking by and seeing that, and then every Mason in that county knew within a few minutes. I
of
mean,
who
they
bought it.
stay in contact. They not in contact with one another. The best thing that I figured to do is every Mason lodge you know of start riding by, writing down tag numbers and following their ass because they're involved. And you'll
Yeah,
find out that, okay, when you think the school resource officers there to help, or you drop your kids off at the public skating or anywhere, you understand what I'm saying? If there's a law officer, he's not looking to keep anybody safe. He's looking for the low self-esteem, the kid with nobody watching him, the child with nobody paying him any attention. That's what that dude's doing. These are
yeah,
all brothers, and they believe that one of the talks, they come cut your throat and your guts, pour you out, hang you upside down, 1 foot up, or hang you on the doorknob or some bullshit. And
yeah.
hell,
And
not hardly go.
remaining remnants, right? They have like handshakes that you would never even recognize it as a handshake. They have some very secretive stuff, and they always say that they're not hiding anything. They let this lady go
Well,
in and do a documentary in one of the lodges, but the thing was they would not let her pass into one room. Why?
well, I've got all of what they do in every rite. You know what I mean? In every rite they do, and a rite or a rite is just a ritual. It's
Yep.
all satanic. Uh,
Uh,
when they
Josh, you need to reach out to me via email so that I can talk to you behind the scenes about something that I want you to do with me over on Rumble. Okay?
Okay, okay.
All right.
What I got to do is figure out how to get a little more technology advanced, man, and I would be screaming. You know what I mean? So your help is definitely needed.
Okay,
So
man. I'll
yeah,
help you
please,
out.
please
But
do.
let's send me another email. I checked out those
And I
pictures that you
probably
sent me
need to
the other
slow
day.
my
They were
roll
very
on.
interesting.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
probably need to slow my roll on what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Well,
That's
here we
just
do.
being
Here
honest.
we do. But on Rumble, I
Um,
think we could talk pretty much about anything. The First Amendment still
yeah,
stands over there.
we'll go all the way back to Q, man. We'll just take it out of what because really what
Oh,
Q's doing is teaching you to learn on your own and teaching you how to figure out these people operate on dates and they do satanic rituals on certain dates.
yeah.
So we have to
Yeah.
go back through history and actually figure out what was done and why it was done and what actually took place. And if you get into the drops, you'll go to learning all that. I found one
Yeah.
person that I pretty much listen to religiously, and that's only because he comes with all the paperwork and all the receipts, and that's Jason Q. And once you find him, you pretty much tap in and just continuously listen because you'll find new stuff every time. I do.
Yeah.
I review
Well,
constantly.
and that, I believe that everybody should open up their minds to all kinds of things, because if you don't, then you're like being narrow minded, and that's what they want us to do. They want us to stay in this tunnel instead of opening and looking around at other things. And that's really important. Josh, I'm going to drop you down. I will talk to you behind the scenes, and then we'll talk about Rumble. I want you to come
Cool,
over.
cool, cool.
We're gonna. Hey, Josh, we're gonna blow it up over there.
Okay, let's get me
All
the
right, I'll
first
talk to you
crowd
soon,
then,
brother.
man. No problem.
Hey,
I'd
and
love to be on top.
I just wanted to let you know that you absolutely won nothing tonight.
Oh, man, look. I already know. I got a wild hat, man. Everybody in my family looks at me like I'm crazy.
It looks like a
But
Hershey's
if
Kiss. That's what Remaining
I'll
Remnant
sit
said.
around, man, look. It's actually made of copper on the inside, and it's got a crystal on the front of it at my third eye. So I actually block off all of the frequencies, but the crystal, and see, all crystals hold knowledge. Uh, Water holds knowledge. So any chance you get to get out and get into water, do so, especially running water. You'll find you gain knowledge. But yeah, I'll let somebody else
Okay.
be running their
No,
mouth, man.
okay, I'll talk to you soon, man. Thanks for coming
Uh,
up. You're always
no
welcome here. You know
problem.
that. Okay,
Yeah,
see you
man.
soon,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
All
Bye,
right.
man.
I really like that guy. No, what did he win? Nothing. There was no. I didn't say that you were going to win a particular prize. I said you possibly could win something, and the something was nothing. It was just a gimmick. Fact is, the internet has become too powerful for the masses. We know more than they like. That is a very true statement. And I think that's why they're like shutting down a lot of channels. They're striking a lot of channels. They don't like us to talk freely. Um, I really enjoyed this tonight. And on the way out, I wanted to say that, keep looking and keep seeking truth. There's a lot of great people on this channel in the chat, and this channel has never been about me. It's about all of us. And I think it's a lot of fun to come together. And one thing that we haven't done for a while, and I got to do it tonight because, y'all, we've been on fire. Maybe I was on fire because I did get a strike this week, and that's always a good thing. It makes me feel loved and appreciated when it means that I'm doing something. It means that they don't like it when you speak the truth. But I still say, and I will continue to say it, is that we need to light this bitch on fire. We need to light it up. God bless you all from here in the Ozarks to wherever you're at in this big, happy, chaotic world. Let's light it up, babies. Let's light it up. I know y'all like this song. We haven't heard it for a while, so light it up. Drop it like it's hot. Well, shit, maybe the shit is on fire. Let the bitch burn. It all has to fall before we can walk again, and that's the truth. Light it up, light it up.
Wave. Yeah, look, I'm in line with the stars, I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad, let her ties in the hearse. I've been on the vibe, kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap. Got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, do that ass survive, doing 80 to the house. Then I hit it to the sky, change haters on a tirade. Talking to the crib in the face, be still, let that hit stuff. We all want the same. And y'all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel big from the bit. Take a sip till I pass out. Try and get grit, but it don't make sense. Cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah. Turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beats with the slap, pin myself on the map. You long with the wind, but we knowing that it's cap. 5-hour flights, couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind, limit time when I chat. Burning down sage, keep the demons away. When I write to give a piece of myself to the page, I don't do it for the praise, love. That's just how I'm made.
From the glass in the mirror, yeah. Do it at me, old man, tryna pass in the fear. You're the first one to talk, but the last one to hear. Eyes blurry, but I couldn't see the ass, and it cleared down. Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I'll be here for the long run. I'm a slave for the cash, got snakes in the grass, no brakes on the ad, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard it all. Heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad bitches here, I'ma curve them all. 12 missed calls, and I still made a curtain call. Here to light it up, lighten up. Hear them talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young niggas ain't reckless. Gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace, bitch.
I hope you all had a good time tonight. I appreciate you being here. It was a lot of fun, as always. I wanted to have a little longer live, but I'm hot as shit. It is hot up in there. It maybe it's because we lit it up on fire. Hey, what's up, Sunset? Everyone, be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep doing the dang things because we know that we got good things coming, and the promises are all written. Everybody, God bless you from here in the Ozarks to wherever you're at. Make today count. Make every day count because we're not promised tomorrow, and that's for the dang sure. But I love you all. I care about you. And yeah, it may be the tinfoil hat. I think I'm picking up too much radiation. It's coming in. But y'all, it was a lot of fun. I will be putting up some lives. Look for the red and yellow this month. The one that's behind me, it'll be similar to that, except different graphics and stuff. But that's going to be our colors for August. And I've been changing them to this so you guys can keep up because you're all a bunch of slow rowing. Well, you're slow rowing preppers. I have the nursing home preppers here. But everybody, have a great night, and I'll see you soon. I think we're going to do coffee with OTWP in the morning and get some praise on because, boy, we need to come back centered. God bless you all. I'll see you soon. Big prepper hugs to everybody. And little scan man, keep on with your hat and keep on jumping up and down and driving your grandma crazy because that's a good thing. Everyone say hello to Nina. If Nina's watching, hello, Nina. One of our other special little friends, Nina. And we're glad to have you, you new folks that are here. Uh, Maria, Maria's Lab 13. I think you just found a new home. Welcome to the OTWP. God bless you all. I'll see you soon. Oh, what the heck? I think there's some little gray people up in here. What in the heck is going on? Oh, I got to play one more song because that's the way the OTW does it. And that's just who we are. And we love music. Um, I have to stay with non-copyrighted music right now until we build things back up, but it's all right because we ain't got nothing to worry about. And God bless y'all.
looked out and I saw the rain. I wanted it to go away. I felt the weight of it all come down. I braced from the deafening sound. But you were there, holding my hand. You were there, holding my hand. I got nothing to worry about when you're by my side. I got nothing to worry about when you're by my side. I bled from the wound for at least a year. I couldn't clean myself up. I reached out for the bottom rung. You hoisted me up. You were there, holding my hand. You were there, holding my hand. Holding my hand. Holding my hand. I got nothing to worry about when you're by my side.